Hello everyone, this is Aaron Fitz from ATF Gaming, coming to you on the KAOS channel again today with more Motorsports Manager. Today we will wrap up everything that happened in the last race, which I remember, I think we had Grosjean crash if I'm not mistaken. But let's wrap up things here. We got Ferrari looking well, we're stopping on the pole. Got an interview with Match TV. No idea who they are. Got some time to get used to the team now. What are your main worries at the moment? Car performance level is probably what we need to work on the most. I don't know why that brought the mechanic relationship down, but whatever. Crash heavy race in Beijing called for stronger safety precautions and some scouting stuff. Alright, let's check out the pit crew here, see what we got. Oh, we got this one guy who's not doing too hot, but we got a better guy to swap in. So, I believe that's all we need to do. Do we have any people that I would consider hiring? Not really. I'll keep this guy as a backup, but everybody else can go away. So there's the pit crews all set. We've still got a 14, but that's fine. I can live with that. Car, we are building a front wing. We gotta wait to improve, so let's move ahead a day. We do have a political vote. Let's actually see what that political vote is. So they are proposing changing the Doha track layout from this to this. And I don't think I like this new layout. That just means it's going to be a longer race. I think I'm going to propose keeping track layout B, most likely, or I'll abstain, depending on how things work. Remember, Verstappen wants to leave Red Bull. Oh. It does prick up the ears of a few team principals, especially this team principal. That's interesting. That's very interesting. We've scouted him, right? No, he's currently being scouted. Now, if you remember, we have Lewis Hamilton buttered up. Where am I looking? I'm looking for this. And I think we finished scouting him last week. Right, yes. So, his contract ends after next season. So, realistically, if we were to sign him after this year, you'd have to pay a ridiculous amount of money. But, we would lose the buttered up thing after this year, so. Yeah, I don't know about that one. We'll have to think about that. But let's see, car, let's make sure we're doing all the things we want to. Let's see, we'll throw these on. Take that off. Any other, what else is low? We got 84. 84, 85. We'll throw those on, but I don't really want them working on that, honestly. I want them to improve all these parts that we've gotten. But let's see, we got the political vote coming up. New vote started. So here's how the voting works. We could vote against, vote for, or we could abstain, which means we would get +1 voting power for the next vote, which means we could have twice the votes, essentially. We could have 2 votes instead of 1. So I think we agreed that we are against this, but I'm also perfectly fine with abstaining because we got, I mean, it's pretty even right now. Yeah, we're going to abstain. And let's see what happens here. We got, it was approved, okay. So we have a new layout for next season, okay. That's fine with me, but we have 2 times voting power for We could either use it for advanced ERS, the Michelin tires, points for the top 6. I might use it against that, but yeah, so that's fine. Let's. I'm gonna do some stuff here, and then I will see you guys when we are ready to start the Tondela Grand Prix. Alright, here we are in practice. We brought Pietro in again. We're using a setup that I have from a previous playthrough. But let's send them out for their install lap and see how bad this setup is. Okay. Wow. We've got pretty much the entire spectrum here. Let's work on Roman because the speed is great. So we don't need to mess with the gear ratios, hopefully, unless if we really screw something up. But they do want lower downforce. I do remember them saying something about that on the radio. So we'll bring that all the way down. And they wanted harder handling, so we'll put that there. And now we gotta bring this back a bit. We'll do right there. We'll do right there. Let's see how you like that. Pietro, pretty similar adjustments. I think we're gonna need lower downforce, harder hand. No, you want softer. Okay, maybe you want harder, but closer towards that line. Okay, and then we're only great on the speed, so we'll try that. Okay. So, Pietro, we're really good on everything except for the downforce. We went too far in the downforce. Okay. Let's bring that back just a bit. Well, like right there, I think would be a good place. But we need to bring everything else back to where it was. Which is going to be easier said than done. Let's see, bring that there. Yeah, it's easier said than done. It's definitely going to be a thing here. If we do that, and then right there. That's pretty darn close, okay. And then just do that. Alright, let's try that. But we'll send you out anyways. Trim now. And then for Rahman, you're pretty good. We just need to make a slight adjustment, it looks like. Let's see, did we go too far? Is that what you're thinking? Yeah, let's bring it back just a little bit. Go back like there. And then we'll fix that up. Send you out on a 4-lap race trim. Alright, I will see you guys in qualifying. I'll tweak this up a little bit more, and then we'll be ready to go. Alright, here we are in qualifying. We've got everybody to 2 excellence and a great. I am satisfied with that. Let's see, any rain? Nope. So we'll just do everybody on a quick banker lap here. Realistically, that should be the only lap we need. Let's just keep an eye on Roman here. Do have some traffic to worry about, but hopefully that won't impact things too much. That's a McLaren, I believe. Half a second off of Hamilton in sector 1. So we're definitely nowhere near the top end yet. So we got lots of work there. Alright, so Kevin was about 3/10 faster than Roman there, so that is interesting. But let's see where we are in respect to the cut line. I don't think we're going to need to go out again, realistically. Yeah, even Roman got his second on the cut line, so I feel safe there, so we'll move on to Q2 with that. Oh, wow. Kvyat got knocked out. So which of the main suspects got in? George Russell made it in. Okay. Good for him. Williams must be improving a bit, and Toro Rosso must not be, so Good for George. But moving on to Q2. Alright, no rain. So let's send everybody out on a banker lap here, so we can kind of get a feel of where we are in the grand scheme of things. Realistically, we might have to set a second lap time. Lamont was especially slow in Q1, so that's something to keep an eye on. And especially with all this traffic. Oh dear. Oh, you're faster than whoever that car is you just passed. I think that's a Toro Rosso. No, never mind. Okay, well. Let's see where that put. We're 2 seconds behind Hamilton. Oh boy. Magnussen again. That time he was like 6.5 tenths faster. Oh dear. Now I think Magnussen does technically have the better car because he's been having more. Okay, I'm in the drop zone, and realistically, I'm gonna send both of them out again on a second lap. Let's see, 130, so we'll send him out with about 245, 230 left. I want to make sure Ramon has a clean track, so we'll send him out first. And then we will send out Kevin. Right now, should be able to get relatively clean lap, except for Ramon has, let's see, George Russell right in front of him. But Russell's on his lap now, so he should be coming in. Hopefully. And the AI did a horrible job with Kevin's tire attempts as well. Let's see, Roman. We need green. We need green. That's a white. That is not good. Not good, Roman. Green second sector, though. That's good. That's good. Kevin's doing green for his sector as well. Okay, Roman's up to 11th. So I think that puts us in a good position here. Kevin did not improve, but Roman did crack himself into the top 12 there, so good for him. We have yet to have a Q2 elimination. We've made it all the way to Q3 in every single race so far, so that's good. So we got both of the McLaren, both of the Alfa Romeos, the other Toro Rosso, and the other Williams out. So usual suspects there. Both of the racing points are in, so good for them. But Q3, here we go. Again, both of them are only going to have one set of tires. So let's just wait until the track grip is at max, and then we'll send them out. No rain, so just check that quick. Yeah, I know all about it. Just waiting for the perfect time. Alright, Roman, go. You're gonna complain all this time, go. You're gonna be in the middle of traffic. That's why I wanted to wait a second. So, Kevin, you can go now. This is your only lap, so you guys better be right on it. Better be right on it here. Alright, you know, it's a relatively clean track for Roman. That is Sebastian Vettel ahead of him, so realistically we shouldn't have any issues with him. And Kevin's got a pretty clean track, you can see up there, so that's good. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Last place for Roman. Kevin ain't looking too much better. Yeah, Kevin's actually worse. Alright, well, 11th and 12th is where we're starting today because we don't have any more sets of tires I feel comfortable using, so... Well, you guys got some work to do. But, we made Q3. I almost wish we didn't because then we would have had a free choice of tires because now we're stuck on those tires we qualified in Q2. So, oh well. But we do have some extra sets of ultras just in case. If we want to do an aggressive strategy. But Sebastian Vettel's on pole after Hamilton, I believe, led the first 2 sessions. So good for him. So we got Vettel, Hamilton, Bottas, Leclerc, Verstappen, Gasly. Alright. Well, we've got our work cut out for us a little bit. Especially with no rain looking like in the forecast. Alright, so we'll bring in the soft tires even though I really don't know what the strategy is going to be. That's all set. Overtake and push. And let's see what happens here. This will be an interesting start, I'm sure. My prediction is one of them's going to go forward, one of them's going to go backwards. That's usually how it works. Ooh, oh my goodness. That was Carlos Sainz just throwing it in there. Oh, Kevin also just kind of threw it in there in that corner. Wow. Okay, okay. Got some aggressive racing going on. Oh, jeez, Lando Norris. These McLarens are really hyped up on something today. Wow. Okay. Let's move forward a little bit and see what happens. So right now, we have lost at least one position with both of our drivers. So that's unfortunate. Kevin got back. They're both back to their starting position now, so that's good. That is good. Yeah, let's calm things down here, especially on the fuel. Realistically, we're gonna. Oh, Fernando Alonso just crashed virtual safety car. Low, 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 low. Calm things down a bit. Way too early to pit, right? You know? Let's split the strategy up here. Roman, you've got slightly worse tire wear, so I'm going to bring you in. We'll put you on softs. This is probably a stupid idea. This is probably a stupid idea. 1 second. Alright, so we're going to bring Roman in. I think that's the right call, but we're going to leave Kevin out. Because the virtual safety car is going to end before Roman even gets to pit road. Okay. Well, I don't know how I feel about that strategy now, but we'll see what happens. As long as it's a clean pit stop, we'll see what happens. I don't know what I just got myself into there, but realistically, I mean, they're only going to go a couple more laps anyway. I need you to conserve your tires, please. But, yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. You would think that would be the smart call, but the safety car did end right as we hit pit road, so I don't know. We'll see. But he is catching up to the back of the pack already, so we need to pit this time with Kevin. Onto some softs, so let's go there. Push in. No mistakes on the pit stop. Just curious where he's going to come out with Roman. Right with him. Literally right with him. Okay. Chill out there a bit. Roman can actually save his tires a bit here. But yeah, I will let things sort out, and I'll bring you guys back when the next cycle happens. Oh no. Oh no, this is Kevin this time, and they just passed pit road. Pit road literally right there. And he's got an investigation. This is just fantastic. Fantastic work, gentlemen. I mean, I know my strategy definitely wasn't going to do any good for anybody, but let's see, are we going to get a penalty on top of the fact that we have to pit? No, okay. But Kevin has a flat tire, so he definitely needs to pit. So Kevin's pretty much out of this race now. So Roman, how are you doing over here? You're holding up the horde over here. Good. Yeah, Kevin, you can just chill out for a while. No, stay on Roman. I do have Roman cooling down his tires. For some reason, the tires are overheating just naturally without me pushing them here. So that's interesting. But I do think we've kind of screwed ourselves with... I'm not even going to say my strategy, because really Kevin and Roman were right there with each other regardless of when they pitted. But just the fact that we were the last two into Q3, so we had to start on the set of tires we did in Q2, really screwed us over, I think. But we're going to have to be aggressive with the rest of the race here, especially with Roman, and see if we can maybe crack some points. But we are pretty close to pit stops here. Calm down on the fuel. We can go back to neutral. I say one more lap here with Roman, so we'll push. And then let's see. We have 20 laps to go still. So let's go 2 sets of softs. We don't use that medium tire very often, but let's do that. That might be a risk, but we'll do that. Kevin, you need to cool down your tires massively here. Let's see what happens. We have not used that medium tire really ever, so we'll see what happens with that. We did do some knowledge on that in practice, but obviously we didn't bring it, so I don't know what's going to happen with that. The sooner we get around Stoffel Van Dorn, the better. Come on, Roman. Come on. Anyway, we'll assess everything here in a minute once everything cycles through. Oh, we got a crash for Robert Kubica. Magnuson's just passing him now. We are pretty close to having to bring Kevin in for another stop. Realistically, he's not that far off considering everything that happened to him. But, I want you to go one more lap because I want to go on to some Ultra Softs to push to the end with you. Realistically, we should be able to do that. It's going to be close. Oh, well, we had a part condition issue. That is the engine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine, Kevin. And realistically, we will go on a pair of Ultra Softs with Roman here in a lap or two as well. But we can't really push on these because we can only go the distance with this. We can't really go any farther. So we'll push on these and we'll come in next lap for Roman. Yep, 1 tires, I'm well aware. And then we'll go on to Ultra Soft. It'll be a little bit of a safer thing for you. Engine wear again, so I guess we're gonna have to assess the reliability of the engine next episode. I am gonna be bulk recording this, so I should at least remember, you know, those things. We'll do that. Any mistakes? Nope. I think we've had a pretty clean pit stop day today. So we'll go neutral, and medium there for you. Let's see. So we're 12th with Roman. It's close. But I don't think we're going to be able to get points today, which is really sad. It really is. But, that's the nature of the game, I guess. But let's fast forward here. I don't really think anything exciting is going to happen. Put you back in neutral. We might be able to get 11th, but I don't think anything else is going to really benefit us. Oh no, we're getting put a lap down too, even better. We're holding up the leader pretty substantially, right? Well, we're definitely not getting points now. You wrecked right in front of the leader. That's 2 races in a row, man. I could very easily replace you with Pietro. You know that, right? You too, Kevin. You're not doing much better after that incident, even though you weren't penalized for it, but I don't know. Well, you know, that's a perfect symbolism of this race. This race has been absolutely miserable. So Kevin might be able to get 13th here from Carlos Sainz, but that's about the only consolation prize. We can actually go on overtake mode here. I do need to cool down the tires a bit. We got to make it another lap, so. Well, this has just been an absolutely miserable race for us. Absolutely miserable. Roman crashes at the end, even though realistically he wouldn't have gotten points anyway. Yeah, you know, despite the language, I quite agree with you, Kevin. Quite agree with you. But Vettel won the race, so good for him. I can't remember who's won. I'm pretty sure Mercedes have won all the races this far, so good for him. But that was an absolute effing disaster, as Kevin quite clearly said there. And I quite agree with him, honestly. But yeah, that was a miserable race. Even Roman, who up until his crash was doing everything pretty much how I wanted it, he was not getting anywhere. So be it. That happens. You know, maybe a couple cars ahead of us will fail the scrutineering here. No. Yeah. Great. Fantastic. Fantastic event, everyone. Roman down to 10th in points. Somehow Kevin's still 5th in points. That, no idea why. For 5th in constructors, I'm pretty sure that's a drop, actually. Or were we tied with Rodon? I don't know. I feel like that's a drop, but they're not telling me. But yeah, that was a pretty miserable race. Not gonna lie there. But that's most likely going to be it for this episode, unless if I see anything urgent that pops up here. Yeah, Roman's doing terrible. Kevin's improving, so that's good for him. He's slowly but surely becoming our #1 driver. Now, Roman still has that crash trait from last race, but it's not like this race got any better for him. Top 15 result, how exciting. But yeah, we might be considering Pietro. We'll let Roman do the next race, but Pietro might be a consideration going into the future. Yeah, Gene Haas was not happy with that at all. But we still got money, so can't go wrong with money. And the front wing just finished as well. Yeah, we didn't have any upgrades going into that race. Forgot to say that. So that probably didn't help us. But next race is Cape Town. I don't have high hopes about that one either. I'm pretty sure I suck at Cape Town. But whatever. But yeah, let's wrap up this horrible episode with an outro. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to see more content from the entirety of Team KAOS, be sure to hit that red subscribe button. It really means a lot to all of us. Thank you guys so much for the support on this series. It's been one of the more successful series on the channel, so keep it up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time for more Motorsport Manager. Bye.